Hi guys, in today's video we are going to paint this cute duckling painting in simple 3 steps. So let's get started. I have given all the art material links in the description. Before moving into the first step, I finished tracing the image of the duckling. Now in the first step we are going to cover the background. So in this painting we have a background like in the shade of green. So at first we need a very dark shade of green in the background, and later we need some lighter shade of green in the foreground. So you can see I start the background with a very dark shade of green. So here I mix the color black and phthalo green to have this really dark shade of green. But you can see in the top corner of the canvas you can see the color more like seems black, but it is actually dark green. So now I'm going to add a little medium yellow to the screen. Now we have this a lighter shade of green, so I'm going to apply the color here, and we have to be really careful while we are painting near to this duckling image. And here I use a small flat brush, and you can also use your round brush to cover this area where you need to be really careful. As now we are painting the foreground, we actually need really a light shade of green. So here I'm going to mix more yellow to this green to have a light shade of green. Now you can see adding the dark and light shade of green creates a depth in our painting. So you can see this is really beautiful. So once we finish our background, let's move to the second step, that is the duckling. So to paint the duckling, we really need a light shade of yellow. So here I mix the color white and yellow. So we have this beautiful yellow color. Now I'm using my round brush. I'm going to cover this entire area for this duckling. So this time we really need to be careful while we are painting in the corner. If you are following my page for a long time, you might know that I paint from the suggestion of my followers. So this painting is also one of them. And one of my followers in Instagram asked me to paint a duck. When I was searching for the image for duck in Pinterest, I found this cute and beautiful images of duckling. So I decided to paint a duckling in this painting. And let me know in this comment section how much you like this painting and how much this tutorial is really helpful to you. And I would be really happy to read all your comments. To paint the pig, I have chosen the color yellow pink, and now I am going to apply the color. So once we finish apply the color, we are going to add some dark values and light values to make this pig three-dimensional. To make the dark value, here I mix the color orange and yellow pink to have this dark shade of yellow pink. And you can see I am painting this dark shade in the corner and also in the front. And now we are adding the highlight. So here I use the color white, and now we are painting in this area where the two pigs divides. And now I am painting the eye, and around the eye we need to paint some dark values and light values. This will make our eye pop up in our painting. And now before we are adding the feathers, individual strands of feathers, we are going to add some dark and light values for the body of this duckling, and this makes the duckling really realistic. Now I mix the color yellow and orange and a little bit of white, and I'm adding this color here. If you are asking me why we are adding these colors on the base, because the body of the duckling is not a flat surface, it has some ups and downs. The body is having some flesh, so we need to show, so it is not a single plane, so we have to add these colors. So these colors makes this painting realistic, and we can see when the head and the body meet in this point, there is no lighting in this area, so we are adding dark shade of brown in this area to indicate there is no light is hitting there. And we are adding the color orange, so this makes the shade of the head is less on this body. And we are adding some dull yellow here, so this makes there is a little amount of light is hitting in this place. So adding these things make our painting realistic. Now let's add the individual strands of feather. To paint the individual strands of feather, we really need a little strokes in our painting. As you can see, this painting is really very small, so we don't need to add so much detail. If you are adding so much detail in a very tiny area, then the painting will not look more realistic. So we just need a little strokes here and there. So first I start with the orange, so later we are moving to other colors. So first I'll just use the color orange. Here I am using my detailing brush to use this individual strokes. When you are painting the individual strands of feather, one thing you have to keep in your mind: don't paint the stroke symmetrical or a straight line. We have to follow the flow of the body. Where the body bends, you have to follow the flow. So that's it, make the painting realistic. Now you can see I'm just adding the color white, so we don't need to overdo it and cover all the area with our strokes. We still need our background, that is the base, so we have to add the colors with a little gap. So now you can see I am adding the white color in the corner, so this makes the bird painting really beautiful and realistic. So we have to be really careful while painting the little white strokes. In the final and the third step, we are painting the grass and flowers. So first let's start with the flowers that is in the background. So as it is in the background, it must be blurry, out of focus. So just I use the blurry technique to paint this, and here I am painting some grass in the same way. Now we are painting the grass that is in the foreground. So first I start with the dark shade and later we can move to the light shade of color. So here I use the color dark green to paint the grass. So first we need to paint some individual strokes here. If you are new to my channel, I am Rexana. I love to paint with acrylics. Here I am sharing my painting knowledge with beginners. So if you find my tutorial is really easy and helpful, then please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me in my Instagram to know all the regular updates about my paintings. Now I am going to paint the medium green grass all over this area again. And here I am going to paint a little flowers. And you can see I am using the tip of my detailing brush to paint the little petals. If you like this painting tutorial, then please share this video with your friends and art lovers and let me know in the comment section how much you like this painting. And you can also drop your suggestion in the comment section so I can paint the suggestion in my next painting. In the finishing touch, let's add some small birds here and there. This is the final look of our painting. I will meet you guys with another beautiful painting in my next video. Until then, have fun with colors.